my god, did you guys see the Logan trailer? It's amazing. Literally made me go into my closet, let a bunch of Marvel stuff, not all of it, just like a small percentage of it, talk to you guys about and get a little super geeky over. So I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. I saw it this morning. I saw the teaser, I saw the poster at Comic-Con. You know, I was aware of it, but I wasn't really sure of what it would be like. But yeah, watch it. I don't know if I can link to it. I'll link to it down below. If you haven't seen it, just like stop this video right. So yeah, took out a bunch of toys. Unfortunately, like this is pretty much one box content of which these boxes with I have 5 of these boxes. That's one of them. A lot of Marvel stuff happening in my collection. So the 6-inch Marvel Legends by Toy Biz. My favorite line to collect. They're like the epitome of articulated action figures, and what I like about those in particular, the Toy Biz stuff, is that there's a fantastic element to them. So for you guys that aren't very familiar, Toy Biz had the Marvel license like since I got into like toy collecting, like maybe the early 90s. I dare even say like maybe even the late 80s. And they were really known for going over the top with play features and exaggerated proportions and the likenesses, and they did like really cool stuff all the time. I mean, come on. And he's not totally static. It's amazing. I love it. So they got the wherewithal to make the 6-inch like super articulated, called it out on the package. Superposable, 34 points of articulation. You didn't even really know what articulation was until those things came around. It was incredible. It was like mind blowing. And they did so many different characters. I think they did like 7 waves, like 7 years. I don't know. But they did so many different variations of characters. They did chase versions, they did alternate versions. It was something that was just really set the world on fire for me. In the package, you get a comic book. I mean, come on. On the back, the full stats, the bio, the cross-sell, everything in the wave. This was the Legendary Rider series, of which I have many. This was series 6. This was the brown suit Wolverine, I think. Yeah, this was the brown suit Wolverine. I have him loose, he's in the other room. Look at this Deadpool. This Deadpool is like the greatest. It totally slaughters the Diamond Selects one. So yeah, I saw the trailer today, and I saw a sneak peek of the new mask from the coming Deadpool 2, and I just had to pull all this stuff out. I had to get my hands around some serious Marvel stuff for today's video. Let's shoot a little bit and talk about what we're looking at here. Got my makeshift seamless black here. See how well that does. So let's start at the beginning. This is one of the early first appearance figures. This is the Hulk, of course. He was really good. He was a really good sculpt for the time. Tons of articulation in him. and just one of the really nice, I really like the face. It harkens back to the Jack Kirby kind of bowl cut hairstyle, the protruding brow. He was an awesome Hulk figure. Not the last one that they would do that would be amazing. Apocalypse. Now I think he might have been series 2 or 3. You know, don't quote me on it. I'll probably just stop saying what series they're from. This was a great rendition of Apocalypse. Again, tons of articulation. He could do the your ass is grass, point a finger, you know, made a really nice fist. Just tons and tons of great features. Had these cables going on. They're like the soft PVC or TPR or something. And the really nice double jointed knees. Get his heavy metal poses on. My opinion, the greatest Magneto figure ever made. Look at that. How badass Eric is. Helmet is removable. Great styling on it. Very Jim Lee with the exaggerated riveting on his cowl there. Flexible cape. They didn't like skimp and not give him the ab rocker, even though he's wearing a cape, whatever. Yeah, triple jointed knees again, high thigh swivels at the boot. Just amazing. Again, could totally flare out his hand. I mean, what more do you want from Magneto action figure than that, right? You don't want any piece of that. Amazing. It's an early thing. Always had a soft spot for Ben. Really like this one. He had, again, just posable everything. Feet. He had the swivel here at the shorts line. He had the ball joints and the hips. Could make awesome 3-fingered fists. I mean, 3 fingers. Like, they don't do that on any of the movie versions. You know, you don't get away with that. So good. So tonight is the premiere of the Doctor Strange flick. Benedict Cumberbatch. Look at how faithful this is to the comic book character. They did the painted on magic effect, like it's got his trademark, you know, wizard-like horns. Awesome figure. In my opinion, way better than the Hasbro Marvel Legends one. I mean, again, he's wearing a cape, but he's got the triple jointed knees. He can do totally flex everything, swivel everything. Awesome. Look at the likeness on the face. To the comic book, doesn't get any better than this figure. This is somewhat of an abomination. Sorry, but this is actually one of the very first in this scale. I can't even make his joints match up. He's so hurting. But this Spidey was really all about the ability to give an action figure the comic book style pose, which, you know, they got criticized quite a bit on because of the way that it made the figures appear somewhat robotic. I know it was like one thing that I heard a lot. But you needed that. You needed all those tolerances to give him the ability to do, you know, that super classic. His joints have gotten all loose, but in his day, this is a great figure. Doesn't really hold up too much now, but definitely emphasis on posability with this one was something else. And check this out. This was the Toy Biz Archangel based upon the iconic revamp, and he had some really cool firing projectiles. Now look at this. This is just a telescoping piece of like foil paper. But they wanted to give it a feature. I mean, look at the size of the wingspan on this thing. It's clunky, but as a displayer, he was super badass. Now, a little known fact about this. This is a highly sought after figure for the customizer community to get behind because it offers such a good, what we call a buck body. So with a repainted color scheme, you could make pretty much any base body out of this base body. This was kind of on the skinnier side of their figure range, which is great for, you know, the heroic style action figure. It's my favorite rendition of the Nightcrawler ever done as a toy, complete with wire bendy tail, the exaggerated X-Men classic uniform here, trademark look on his fingers and thumb. I think this one, yeah, this one I broke his ankle a little bit, but look at the swivel in the ankle. For getting those like deep knee bends, like those perched poses. This was an awesome figure. And again, they gave him the ab rocker and everything so he could get that crouched down, fly kicking, carnival style, fighting style that he had. Awesome. Let's not forget who brought us all here today. So this is the Legendary Riders series Logan. This is modeled off of the Days of Future Past, like the gray kind of style in his hair. Now I bought up a ton of these, so you can see here from the cross sell. This is the wide release version, who I have here, and he's cool. He comes with like the fedora, and he looks like more or less like the Logan that would go out on the town and get Nightcrawler and Colossus into all kinds of hijinks in the comic book. And you have the Days of Future Past version here that look just like, I mean, if you can see in the comic book cover back there somewhere. And it was like the spitting image. Now you can't really see it. And the one amazing thing about that toy was it included this chopped Harley. Anybody could ride it, but of course Logan looked best on it. Again, I bought up quite a few of those figures because I did like all kinds of Wolverine costumes back in my day. But unfortunately, a lot of the Wolverines that I have are in the other room, so we're gonna have to come back to those. But I could talk about this line day in, day out. We could do tons of vlogs about this line in particular. And the list really does go on and on. So I'm gonna try to make something usable out of this. If it sucks, I'm sorry. Come back and watch a different video. Scratch myself on the nose. What can you do? Nobody's perfect. I'm just having fun. Good night.